Ladies and gents, welcome to my podcast. I'm Claire Khodara, and this is You Good, reporting live from my backyard with Eliseé Browchuk.
Hello.
Give it up, girl. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. How are you?
Are you good?
I'm perfect.
Eliseé, you are a force, and you are the force behind events and marketing for membership at the one and only Vogue magazine.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We love Vogue. We love you. We might love you more than Vogue if that's possible.
Oh.
We love Vogue. But thank you. Welcome. Thanks for being
Thanks
for
for
today.
having me. It's such an honor.
I'm so excited to dive
Hang out
deep.
and to chat.
I know. Just a little chit chat.
A little this, a little that.
A little vulnerable moments.
Oh boy.
People want to know about your success, how you got it, how you garnered it. What is inner success? What does inner success mean to you?
To me, I think inner success is a feeling. It's an energy, and it's something that you cultivate, but also that you share with the people that you love, with your team, with even the people that you hate. And it's a vibration that you give off. I think that sometimes people get stuck with thinking it's a number of followers, or it's working with a certain person, or it's making a certain amount of money. And to me, at the end of the day, it should be about how you feel, and it should be about the energy that you're bringing to the world and that you're living on.
And how does that inner success make you feel?
Fabulous.
Fab.
And it's
Truly
not really,
fab, right?
Truly fab, but it also is something that I want to share with my friends, my family, my coworkers. Like that is what makes me happy, is being able to share that energy and to give that energy off. And not every day is happy and rainbows, and life's a roller coaster. It's a journey. Yeah. And so when you do have that feeling, whether it's a fleeting moment or it's there for a little while, you have to just lean in.
I love it. I love it. So like I said, your journey at Vogue has inspired so many people.
Well, thank you.
I mean,
it's been a long road for sure.
How many years has it been?
I've been at Vogue for 6.5 years. I started at the bottom.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
But it's been such an incredible ride. I pinch myself today that I have the opportunities that I have. I get to work with such talented people that I looked up to when I was a little girl and had a big dream and was cutting up fashion magazines and making, mood boards and manifesting boards. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. I feel like I've been in fast forward. So even just sitting here with you, it's a nice moment to reflect and to.
So important.
Yeah, it really is.
It's so important to kind of take it in and understand the journey and realize, like, actually life is just the journey. It's not about that editorial job or that high-powered job. So can you share a moment where you truly believed in your own potential? Was that right out of college, applying? Like, when did you just say, you know what, I need to go for it?
Honestly, I always wanted to work in fashion. I knew I couldn't be a designer. I had no artistic talents.
I doubt
at
that.
all. No, you don't want to see me. I'm like stick figure, hangman. Like that's the best I can do. But I love to write. And so I went into journalism. I went to school at the University of Maryland, and I was just so happy to be there and be around people who were interested in the same craft. However, the University of Maryland's an amazing, amazing school. They are known for their political science and hardcore news reporting, which was not exactly my forte. It wasn't something that got me excited to get up every morning. And so I was that girl in class who was scrolling Vogue.com, Harper's Bazaar, Fashionista, and just learning the craft from the people that were already doing it. And I was just studying through my own curriculum of, okay, I need to read every single beauty piece. I need to read every single fashion trend. I interned summers in New York. I worked at Milk Makeup, which was an incredible, incredible internship in the editorial and public relations departments with two fabulous, amazing powerhouse women, MJ Johnson and Sue Williamson. I would not be here without you, and I look up to both of you. And I worked at a retail store, Planet Blue. I was steaming in the basement with cockroaches and rats. True story. And
Love it.
when the opportunity for me to work at Vogue came, obviously I said yes. It wasn't, here you are, here's your pretty editor's job at all. I joined the Vogue runway team as a temporary summer assistant. And when I had colleagues from school, postgrad, getting big consulting jobs or getting big comms jobs, I was a little bit like, it's Vogue, but it kind of doesn't feel like they really want me. It felt a little bit unsure and uncertain, but I had to believe that this is a place that I've admired so much. I need to take the step, I need to take the leap. And so I started literally 5 days after graduation.
No
crazy.
Summer break.
Oh, no. I had a trip to Greece planned with girlfriends. I said,
canceled it.
Vogue or Greece. And
Vogue.
Of course. And
you haven't taken a summer since.
luckily, summer's brought me to fabulous places like Paris Fashion Week in July. But I jumped right in, and I knew I had to give it 110%. And I really did. And started as on the Vogue runway side. They offered me a role doing a business admin role, and I was like, business admin does not sound fun or fabulous. Does that? No. But I knew I had to just keep saying yes, and that every experience I had would set me up for something down the line and building my toolbox of skills that I would eventually pull out. And something I always think about is that, there's not such thing as a small part. It's a small actor, and I'm someone that I wanted to give my all, whether I was, reading someone's expense reports, going line by line, or I was getting coffee, or I was messengering out clothes, or I was building out our schedule for Fashion Week. It's everything I wanted to give my same 110% to. So yeah.
I really feel like you're someone who really gives their all in every moment and every opportunity and every weekend in Cabo. You're just there. You're ready with the margarita, or you're ready with the ideas. There aren't a lot of people like you. So did you learn that from your parents, or is that just innate?
My mom is such a people person. She's someone, we'll get on a plane, and there's 4 of us in our family, in our immediate family, and we'll sit the 3 of us, my brother, my dad, and I, in a 3 row, and we'll put her on her lunch time because she'll make best friends with not only that whole row, with the whole plane. And she
just shows up in every moment of life.
She's such a people person, and she finds a way to connect with everyone. So I definitely learned from her, and I have that in my DNA, and I've applied it in my job and in my network and in my role. So yeah, it does come naturally, I'd say. But at the same time, I do love my alone time. Like, I need to recharge sometimes, and I love a good solo dinner where it's just.
Do you?
Oh my gosh, I even will have headphones on sometimes listening. Like, is that lame?
I think that's probably part of your success. Because you take care of you, so you can take care of everybody else. At work, it's a common theme, especially with moms or with other people that are working too hard. They don't take care of themselves, so that you slowly disintegrate. But if you can keep that up through your career, I just can't wait to see what tomorrow holds for you. It's exciting, you moved out here recently to LA.
I'm an LA newbie, which is so exciting, and I have so many fabulous friends here.
So many friends. Yeah. Your community is just so blossomed. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Vogue's a big network too, and I've had the incredible opportunity to work globally and be out here for work too. And as we were just saying, I'm someone where if I meet you and we have a connect, like, we'll stay friends. And I might go MIA for a year, but when I have a free night and I know you're in town, I'm absolutely inviting you out. And you're like, oh my God, I thought that she, is doing something else. I'm like, no.
You're there.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, I think you bring humility also to every situation, even though your job is so high-powered. And you're a taste maker, if you will.
Oh.
I mean, the brands invite you to come. It can get to your head. And I think that there's a beautiful humility to you. You don't let it get to your head. And I think that must be from your upbringing as well. Like, you can just tell that you really have your boots on the ground.
I try to be. Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, you also have to think about it that, I say everyone is important, but don't take everything so seriously. And I think that can be applied to many, many different things in life, whether it's your work ethic and making sure you're reading every email. It doesn't matter if it's coming from the CEO or Anna or the Messenger Center or the UPS man, but also to treat everyone that you're with in a professional setting as you want to be treated, and to show up and to shake hands and to be there, to be on. And I think that sometimes people can get a little bit caught up, as you were saying, in thinking that they're the star of the show, and that will eventually lead to them being isolated, or them kind of putting their work to the wayside and thinking about it as an individual endeavor. And I'm someone where I'm always a team player, and I don't care if I'm, steaming the tablecloths before the event and doing my makeup in the bathroom 5 minutes before we have to go on, that's the beauty of it. And
I know.
I think that is a special magic that we have and that we share in the industry. And you have to love the good, bad, the ugly. And that's the way it is.
It's commendable. What was the first moment when you were already at Vogue that you really believed in yourself and you knew you had to go grab the next opportunity, grab the next job, and how did you do it?
Really great question. And I think about this moment a lot. It was probably about 3 months after I started, and I was, bottom of the totem pole. I was an assistant. I was just happy to be in the same room as so many of the people I was working with. I was working under Nicole Phelps, who's the director of Vogue Runway and Vogue Business, and Emily Farah, who is a writer and editor there. And I still today look up to them immensely. And we were planning for Fashion Month. I was organizing all of our show schedules for not only all the brands that would go up on Vogue Runway, but all of our editors, both in New York and internationally. And I remember it was Labor Day weekend, and I was like, maybe this will be a nice kind of reprieve. I'll get to take a deep breath before we head down for the next couple of weeks. And I got an email from Nicole saying, would you do the time to do a little write-up on New York Fashion Week? And everything stopped. I was about to actually hop on a jitney to go out to the Hamptons to stay with one of my best friends. And on the side of the highway, everything went silent, because I was like, wow, I've been working so hard for just even the opportunity. And I was like, of course. And so kind of my whole next move depended on 300 words. And I've been practicing this my whole life, and I was like, you have got this.
I love that. I love
so
that.
I put a little something together, and it wasn't Pulitzer Prize winning, it wasn't,
I'm sure,
heartbreaking hard news, but it was 300 words that really meant so much to me. And sending them to Emily, who was my editor at the time, I was like, I just hope she doesn't hate it. I hope she doesn't slash every word, rewrite it herself, and she didn't. And
she believed in you.
It was that moment where I felt, okay, wow, I see my byline, and that was a moment where really it was a universe giving me a pat on the back.
And your mom framed it, right?
She did. She, for Christmas.
So cute.
She framed it for me, and I still have it, and I always will.
Of course you will. You'll give it to your daughter or your son, or
it's a piece of vintage
niece.
archive now. I mean, with some of the brands that I was chatting about, it's like the Tom Ford and all of these things that have just changed.
The industry constantly changes. My sister was at Vogue, and my mom used to frame all of her first clippings, and they're on our back stairway. It's just, it's special.
It is.
It's a special moment in time, moment in history.
And it doesn't matter if it's a cover or if it's a caption. I think anything that you are proud of and that your family proud of matters just the same.
Well, I think that that's your big takeaway. It doesn't matter who's emailing. It doesn't matter who you're talking to. You show up.
Yeah.
And you show up with grace and humility, and you show up believing in yourself, because if you don't, who else is going to believe in you? And it's so tough, and it's so brutal to believe in yourself when you're the assistant and the cockroaches or whatever. You know what I mean? I've been there too. I built everything I have.
Yeah.
And so I just have a certain grounding that I'm always working on. Sometimes I get inflated or whatever. I'm not perfect, but
You're passionate. It's coming from a place of
Most of the
wanting
time,
to be your best self.
yeah, of
That's
course,
how I
of
feel at
course,
the end of the
of
day.
course.
And sometimes it can come out a little ugly. And we learn from that and we continue to move on. And that's life. That's the journey.
We show up. When you first started at Vogue, what were your biggest fears?
Oh my gosh. So many. I think I am someone that I grew up with having a lot of confidence and going to Vogue.
You were popular.
Sure. And going to Vogue, the biggest magazine in the world, I was tail between my legs. I really was, it was a sit down moment and I was happy to be there. I was just ready to be a sponge and to learn from everyone else. I think I definitely had those insecurities and those thoughts in my head of, are you good enough? Are you dressed well enough? Do you have the best sense of style? Like all of those small little voices. But at the end of the day, I knew that if I didn't kind of shush those away, that I wouldn't be able to last. And I had to lean into knowing that you're great. You're not good enough. You're great. And if they didn't want you here, you'd be gone. So
you wouldn't be here.
Trust that even though you're not getting a gold star every day, that the fact that
you're not even getting a smile, you might not even get an invite.
You might know.
It's tough, New
is.
York, the Vogue world, it's brutal. It's brutal.
It's all fashion, though. I think it's a lot of people really are, I don't think territorial is the word, but they really kind of protect their peace. And they are
They protect their peace, P-I-E-C-E, not
both,
P-E-A-C-E.
I would say both.
Really? Do you really think that they protect their peace?
Well, I mean,
Namaste.
Yeah, I think that people really have a particular way of working. And because so many people in the industry have been in their roles for a really long time. Okay. So they have a way that they work, that they thrive, and they're successful. Yeah. And that can sometimes come off a certain way to certain people. But at the end of the day, you work in a certain way too. And it's about balancing personality. And it's about always killing it with kindness.
And hard work.
And showing up.
Showing up. Mm-hmm. Wearing stilettos every day. Do they still make you guys do that?
I'm short. I'm 5'5", so I felt like this gave me a little.
So you needed to wear a little kitten heel, or for me,
little.
I'm tall, so I'm always trying to be not as tall. You know what I mean?
I don't. I would never know what that means because I am a shorty. But
I'm sure you had a style evolution at Vogue.
Oh boy, we've gone in crazy places. I will say my first day at Vogue, my whole outfit was Zara. I wore all black.
Of course.
And I had the cute little yellow Falk Raven bag that could fit nothing in it. I don't know what I was going to put in there. Maybe that was the early start of the mini bag trend.
I love it.
I had a very edgy era. We went into Doc Martens. I did tights.
Tights?
I did a tights and a skirt kind of vibe. I was wearing Hawaiian shirts for a hot minute.
Wow.
Really pulling it all together.
Hawaiian shirts. Can we stop right there? Hawaiian shirts.
My Condé Nast ID is me wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I have Blu-ray glasses on, and I have one AirPod in.
That was supposed to be a look?
I think, no, it was just,
you were just
emailing,
on your way.
He was taking the photo. I couldn't even, there it is.
As someone who's never dyed their hair and has worn this since the day I was born.
Right? We all have to break out of their molds. And then
I'm waiting to break out of mine.
I found myself back to floral dresses and a bit more of a sophisticated, timeless vibe.
Here you are.
But I still love a little something unexpected.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Totally. I love it.
You can't be too predictable. You can't.
No, you can't be too predictable.
No.
You can't be too. It takes the fun away.
Exactly.
It takes the fun away. Mm-hmm. So, your work is demanding. I remember because I had a family member, my sister was always busy at work when she was at Vogue. She's always busy in general, but how do you take time for yourself to have self-development, mental health? How do you take care of your mental health?
I would say, well, first and foremost, I'm a busy body, so I thrive when I'm among people and their energy. So that is really a kind of secret weapon of mine. However, I am someone that does need to recharge.
Okay.
And I love a good solo dinner. I love a good, watching a couple episodes of TV solo. And those sound really lame, but
so relaxing.
you need a moment just to turn it off. I remember one time after Fashion Month, I was sitting in a hotel room. I was flying out the next day, and it was Gordon Ramsay's Worst Kitchen Classified. Mesmerizing. I watched it for probably 6 hours straight. And he was just yelling at these poor people who own restaurants
Oh my
that
God.
needed a little TLC. And that just was soothing. It was soothing.
Everyone has their soothing moment.
Gordon Ramsay soothes me. That is probably crazy.
Yes, it's crazy. But we there's no judgment here.
Okay.
This is a show about manifesting.
Yeah.
How have you manifested your life? Like, what practical tools can you give to our audience? Little shifts. Is it control the mind? Is it control the action? For me, it's a bit of both.
Both, yeah.
And it's also being brave.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm not constantly in terror as a creative being, I'm not going where I need to go.
Yeah.
So
I definitely relate to that. And I think it's everyone's different. And I would say it's almost like making a cocktail of things that fuel you and make you feel your best. So I think having confidence in yourself is number one, whether that's from a young age through gaining it, whether it's sports or through art or through your friends. I think that's something that's really key to being part of your manifesting journey. I also think the company you keep is so important, and being around people that inspire you is the only way that you're going to eventually inspire yourself and set the goals and meet those goals. And it's
tough because you might have friends from the past that aren't on the same vibration, and you don't want to discriminate. So how do you create that boundary?
I think it's a really specific dance that you do, and I think it's something that it's a personal thing. And I don't think you need to cut someone out necessarily, but I think you just make more plans with the people that fuel you and the people that really are your friends, but they're also your mentors. And working in the creative field, you need to have that energy and that community in order to fuel you. At least I feel I do. And it doesn't mean that every person in your life needs to be a movie star or needs to be a fashion designer. Some people just need to have a certain quality about them that you admire and that you want to build into your life.
That uplifts you.
Exactly.
That brings you forward.
Exactly.
I know. I am very sensitive to other people's energies, and I'm a mom. I have a few kids, and I tend to mother everybody. I always have. That's why the role is so natural, comes so natural to me. But I realize I can't be everybody's mother. Right. I can actually just be my kid's mother and then show up as everybody else's friend, colleague, boss, whatever it is. That's been a big, journey for me too.
And when did you kind of realize that? I think another big part is like the self-awareness of where you put your energy and where you need to maybe pull it back. Was there a moment? Now I'm flipping the script.
Yes, she's flipping the script. Motherhood.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a kid's survival to make your walls go up in the most beautiful way. If you have big dreams, they're not going to be able to happen unless your walls are up, unless your boundaries are up, because all this love is just flying everywhere. But if you concentrate it and you direct it and you manage it, there's no abundance. There's nothing you can't achieve. There's no love you can't give. I really truly feel that there's endless love in a human heart to give to everyone who's ever lived, from our, the entire human evolution and beyond. And like some people get jealous. Yeah. These are just our fears and our ego acting up, So if you can kind of put it away, and I'm not perfect. I'm not the best mom in the world. I I try my best.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
But that's all I can do.
Show up. Back to 2 words.
I know. It's tough, but you got to show up. So much gratitude for this interview. Thank you, Elise.
Yeah, thank you.
It's
This
been
was
my
so
honor.
fab.
So fun. I feel
We
like
went deep.
uplifted. Life is about going deep.
We're lighter. I'm taller.
We're
feel.
lighter. We are lighter.
I got some of your height in this interview.
We will continue to be light on You Good. Thank you.